This video will show you how to add information into the disclaimer section of your inspection reports. PalmTech has a disclaimer section at the top of almost every category that allows you to enter information that will show up at the top of that section in the final report. Many inspectors use this section to include information such as standards of practice, what they do and do not inspect for that area of the home, common safety and maintenance tips that homeowners could find helpful, environmental information about the area the home is in that could impact the home, and so much more. Let's take a look at how this works. To put information into the disclaimer section of a category, the first step is to have the category selected, and then we need to click on the disclaimer button at the top. We're already in the Lots and Grounds category, so let's click on the disclaimer button. We are now looking at the Edit Disclaimer screen. In the large white box, we can type in whatever we want for the disclaimer, so let's type in, "This is our Lots and Grounds disclaimer." With the disclaimer, you can type it all in like we just did here, or you can copy it in from another document and paste it. You can put as much information as you want in the disclaimer, so you can have something as short as a sentence like we do here, or you can have pages worth of information. You can also click on the Edit List button, which brings up the Edit List screen. Here you can add in several different disclaimers and make them drop-down selections. This can be very helpful if you have a few different disclaimers that you use depending on the type of home that you're inspecting. Instead of having to retype it in each time, you can simply put it in the drop-down list and then select it. Let's click on Close. If you have one standard disclaimer that you always want to show, you can type it in one time and then click on the button in the lower right-hand corner for Make Default Disclaimer. A message will appear that the new default has been set. Once this is done, each new inspection you start will have the disclaimer you typed in already entered. The last option we'll talk about on the disclaimer screen is the Change Font button. If you click on this, you have the ability to change the font and the color for just the disclaimer. Let's make a change to the font and click on Close. Now that we've put in our disclaimer, let's see what it looks like in the final report. To do this, we'll click on OK and then go to Print Preview. When we jump forward to the Lots and Grounds section, you'll see that our disclaimer is at the top of that section. You can pick and choose what categories you want to add disclaimers to. This concludes the video on adding disclaimers.